So, hey, Josh, you looking forward to that Devil May Cry 5? Nope! And once again, we've come full circle back to Bullshit Mountain. Devil May Cry 5 to feature microtransactions. Why? Okay, I'm just gonna put it out just like this. This game is no longer worth $60. Microtransactions in single-player games. I mean, how many more times do we have to tell developers that this is something we don't want? We don't need it. We didn't have it in the old Devil May Cry Devil May Cry games. Why do we need it now? What purpose does having the ability to buy orbs to upgrade your game, your character faster? What's the purpose behind that? The whole reason we have the game is to play it so we can unlock it. You know, it's so strange. Like, why does everything cost? You know, back in the day, all you needed to do was put in a cheat code or, you know, meet a certain amount of requirements to unlock said ability or extra game mode. Remember Heaven or Hell mode where Dante can kill everything in one shot? I wonder if that's even in the game. This is so aggravating. You know, I thought Capcom learned something with the success from Monster Hunter. But apparently, money talks still. Devil May Cry, and this is a franchise that has had more ups and downs, but a really significant down as of late. You know, before Devil May Cry 5, we had DMC Devil May Cry, and that was just a waste of everyone's time. It wasn't a terrible game, but it wasn't a game anyone really wanted. It was just there, and people were asking, why is this here? You know, we'd like to, we like to continue the actual Devil May Cry story, but instead we had to detour off into this weird, crazy emo paradise with Devil May Cry looking characters, only to finally come back and get a Devil May Cry game that we actually wanted, just to run into yet another roadblock: microtransactions and a full-price $60 game from a AAA publisher who cranks out AAA titles. Devil May Cry. This isn't like some new game that no one's heard of. This game has been around for years, since the PlayStation 2. So this is not an unfamiliar title. So here we are, microtransactions, and of course, you know, you gotta have that classic corporate canned response: player choice. Player choice. We're giving players the choice. How about this? Let me make it as clear as I can for you, Capcom. We do not want the option to pay our way through games. We're already buying the game. We're already putting $60 down to own the game. We don't need any more purchase options outside of the game itself. Okay? I don't understand why that's so hard for these developers to understand. I don't see why they feel like it's so necessary, and they keep hiding behind that same dumbass response: player choice. Who is asking for this? You know, who's playing games thinking, man, this game is hard. I really wish there was just some way I could just beat the game without playing it. I really wish there was an option for me to put down money and just 100% the game immediately. It's like, what's the point of even playing it? You know, if that's the way you think about gaming, you don't play games. Just like, think about this for any other title. Grand Theft Auto 5, like, dang, you know, it sure would be nice to play through this game, but man, Franklin's story is so hard to do. I gotta keep Michael alive, and Trevor keeps running around, and I can only play with one character at a time. How did the game expect me to do all these things at once? Give me the pay it out option. Just, you know, give me an option of game completion 100%. I buy games to buy the ability to beat them. I don't know about you guys, but not buying Devil May Cry 5 on release, not paying $60 for that game, it's another one bites the dust, because I don't want to support this system. It's bad for gaming, it's bad for gamers, and I don't care how many times these directors, publishers, developers, how many times they say this dumb shit talking about player choice. It's not player choice, because now we have to sit here and think that maybe they altered the game's balance or economy in order to make up for the fact that you can actually buy orbs to progress through the game. Whereas back in the day, 100% of game development went into making sure the game ran and operated as such. So now we gotta ask the question, are orbs throttled in any way to ensure, to kind of push players towards buying orbs? These are all questions we wouldn't have to ask if this just wasn't the case. Just release the game. The game, boom, game. There. You get orbs by killing enemies and completing certain conditions. Easy. But instead we gotta do this, and of course, since this is the new way of gaming, everything's gotta be some type of live service, microtransaction, loot box variation. So if we let this pass, what's gonna be in Devil May Cry 6? Are we gonna have to, I don't know, I don't even want to think about it, because it's stupid. So, not supporting this game on release. Sorry Capcom, you done fucked up again, which is not really all that surprising. Isn't it funny how it's like these major AAA developers who keep exclaiming that they need microtransactions, they need loot boxes, they need all these extra money grubbing opportunities because making video games is expensive. But I would believe that coming from a indie developer making a free-to-play game. That is the only place where I'll find microtransactions acceptable. Because you have like mobile phone games where they're like, yeah man, the game is free, but we gotta make our money somehow. I'm like, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, the game may be free, but it has a system in place where I can pay certain amounts to get certain features because the game itself is free. That's not the case with Devil May Cry 5. This is an established franchise. Been around for at least 20 years. The last good one came out in 2008, Devil May Cry 4. Not special edition, since that was a special edition, but yeah, 2008, Devil May Cry 4, I believe. And here we are, Devil May Cry 5, and microtransactions. That's how they started. They started by implementing this version, and then when you let that slide, Devil May Cry 6 will have loot boxes. God damn it. But yeah, fuck that game on release. That game isn't worth $60. I'm not paying $60 for Devil May Cry 5 because, that's just the way it's gotta be. Like, yeah, it feels like I gotta, go to these extremes. If these companies are gonna go to this extreme, making me pay, well, not making me, but calling it a choice to incur yet a higher fee to pay for something that I've had for free for the longest time, then, fuck it. You don't deserve to make your immediate sale off of me because you don't value your game. For you to sit here and have all the money and resources to create a complete, fully furnished $60 game and then turn around and add useless microtransactions, knowing it's going to cause some type of controversy because no one in their right, not many competent gamers who care about gaming want this in their games. We've been sitting here, we're dealing with the loot box thing, you got other countries coming in trying to shut that shit down, and now you guys will go, oh well, since loot boxes aren't working, let's try microtransactions. What's gonna be after that? Golly. And before I forget, shouts out to Sony for Spider-Man and God of War, two perfect examples of how great a game can be without the need for microtransactions. 100% microtransaction free single player experiences. Sony, Cory Balrog, Insomniac, you guys are awesome. Anyway folks, that's my rant for microtransactions and Devil May Cry 5. I can't wait until the next cool game that I was looking forward to comes out, and then they got some shit in it too. But I'm getting ready to go to work. This is your Immortal Afro Josh. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. And I'll see you on the next upload. Peace.